Yeah, guys, I've been shopping and there's some cute stuff. Well, things that I think are gonna be cute because this is my first time trying them on. You know, like we'll try them on together, but not like together because I'm not the start in my underwear kind of creator. You know, I appreciate people who do that. That's not me. But we gonna try one of these things because I found some really cute stuff. And even if they're not for me, maybe they might be for you. So let's go. All right, so right off the gate, I feel like I goofed a little bit because I thought that I had bought a set, but this is not a set. I thought I got a Steve Madden top to go with this Steve Madden denim skirt. And then I'm like kind of wondering why I got this then. All right, so things ain't gonna be outfits. There's a lot of them are just like pieces. You know what I mean? Like I'll try to see what I have in my closet that I could put on to show you, because obviously I'm not gonna just show you this with no pants on. But anyway, let me tell y'all something. Macy's is not to be slept on, okay? Because, darling, so the skirt is Steve Madden. This is not a matching set. I guess maybe there was a matching top to the Steve Madden to the Steve Madden skirt, but maybe they didn't have my size or was sold out or something like that. So I got this, I guess, like as a place. Who knows what I was thinking at the time? So the skirt is a size extra large. This is so cute. I wish that these two pieces matched. I mean, they don't have to, but I feel like the two different denims, these particular two different denims are kind of a little bit off. Like I like the pieces individually. I could, mix and match this with stuff that's in my closet. The top is a brand called And Now This. And the top, I got an extra large. I think I could have gotten a large because I would rather this be a little bit more, It is stretchy. I don't know if y'all, can y'all see the little stretchiness there? This is cute. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see how much these prices were. Now, let me tell you something. Macy's has been coming through lately. And did you know that, because, Macy's was in trouble. I feel like sometimes when brands like these legacy, like department stores and clothing brands and whatnot, I feel like when they get into trouble is when like the creative juices are the best because they're like, oh my God, like we gotta rise up and overcome. Macy's was in some trouble, but I noticed on their website, so Macy's selling Steve Madden clothing is not like that far-fetched, but I've seen Mango, I've seen J-Lux Label, I've seen Good American. I don't think I bought anything Good American here, and I feel like the few Good American pieces I've bought online to try, I haven't really kept anything, so I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all have ever bought any Good American pieces. They have Bardot. I love Bardot. Bardot makes some really cute dresses. They have Eloquy. They have Acid Label. They have Avec Les Filles. They have BCBG. I think they've always had BCBG though. Instead of me looking here and losing the light and whatnot, we'll come back to that. I'll have my editor put it on the screen. Now, the thing with Macy's, right? Like, they be having a sales and whatnot. So what I paid, you might pay even less. The skirt is so cute, but I always like get skirts like this. I'll probably keep the skirt. It's at a great length for me. I like to show the legs. Now, these shoes are from Cult Gaia. I got these, this has got to be like going on 2-3 years since I've had these shoes. I absolutely love them. They're kind of like a nude for me. They've got the PVC and then they have this wood, and the wood is kind of close to my skin tone. So you've got that leg elongation, like I always talk about lines and things like that. A lot of times, and especially in the summer, because we tend to wear strappy sandals and, yada, yada, yada. If you are looking to elongate, right, you want to show as much foot and toe skin as possible. You can do that in a number of ways. One of the ways is to like kind of avoid a big, thick strap around the ankle, because then that's going to cut off your visual length. But if something has a big, thick ankle, if something has a big, thick ankle strap, but it's also close to your skin tone, that can also be quite elongating because the strap kind of blends into your skin and it's not as apparent. But this is cute. And there's a little tie in the back. This is super cute. Like, yeah, I think I would want this slightly smaller size there so that I could have more of like a corset kind of fit. And because it's stretchy, when you wash it, it's not going to, get, on you. Yeah, like, anyway. Let me know if you would buy either of these pieces, if you would buy them both. I kind of wish because I'm like into the two-piece set, because the two-piece set can be worn together. You can break it apart and wear it with other things. Like I've got a gazillion things that this skirt would look amazing with. This skirt, the extra large, is like a perfect size. I don't know that if Steve Madden is women's sizes or if it's junior sizes, but they should have a size chart on the website if you're not sure. I'm 5'9" for reference, so like if you're looking at like the length of the skirt, I like to show leg, so this is like a perfect length for me. But if you're taller than me, or if you're about my height and you're a little bit more modest, then it's probably not going, you know? And I'll show you what it looks like without the heels, because the heels do give me some extra height. It looks just as short. It looks the same. Come on, get off my foot. Looks about the same, the same length without the heels. All right, so I wanted to call out a couple of body shapes that this would help to flatter. So if you're a rectangle, the diagonal lines that are being formed here, as well as here on the sides, are going to help you to create the illusion of hips. And I would think it would be even more so if you get something that fits you a little bit, you know, better. But you can also exaggerate that by unbuttoning one of the buttons, but it already kind of naturally has that shape. The open neckline, if you're someone who's quite busty, I do think that this square open neckline can work on a wide array of busts. But if you're someone who's busty, open necklines are typically something that's going to help to balance a bigger bust. And if you're in an inverted triangle and you're looking to create hips, also if you're a rectangle looking to create hips, this kind of fit and flare silhouette here. Also for an apple too, because apples do also tend to be narrow at the hips. This sort of fit and flare action is amazing. Now, we're gonna go from denim to denim because I also got this cute little dress. So let's try her on. All right, so this is such a cute dress. However, I love a strapless dress. However, getting them zipped in the back is the bane of my existence. This, usually I'm able to get it on my own. This one I cannot get on my own, so it is unzipped in the back. And I just did arms in the gym, so even when I was trying to do it, and it's not one of those type of dresses because it is a corset, I can't zip it in the front and then spin it around because it, you know, it is quite fitted in the bodice area. It's cute. I would say that this is very cute. This is something, I just said it's very cute. I would say this is something that's really cool to create the illusion of hips. So if you're an apple, this could work for an apple too, because apple shapes are typically widest at the midsection, at the waist area. It really depends on how the dress will hit you, because I do think that depending on where the dress hits you as an apple, that these wider areas here could, you know, emphasize, even overemphasize the wider midsection on an apple. I mean, if that's the look that you're going for, what you listening to me for? You do you, okay? But if you're looking to balance, then it really depends on where this would fall on you. But this type of dress, you know, the kind of fit and flare silhouette, and this kind of like V that we have here, which you would see emphasized more if I could zip the dress up in the back. I think it could go up. It's just that like my arms are like, you need somebody to, because it does have that corset kind of like feel to it, you need somebody to kind of hold it like that and then zip it up. And you know, clearly I can't do that with my own two hands, okay? But this type of dress with this type of, you see that V action? We talked about the V here before. This is something that is going to help cinch in that waist area so it can snatch up the waist. And then you've got the fit and flare that will create the hip. So like an inverted triangle, a rectangle, and apples, it depends on where, the wider areas of the sides fit on you, okay? Like really depends on your torso action there. I would also say that when I had bigger boobs, I used to hate that dresses dared to tell me how much boob I should have to put in this dress, right? But you know, post breast reduction, I'm like, oh, that's kind of perfect. You know, the breast kind of like perfectly fit in the little cup area, and it would look even nicer if it was zipped up in the back. But I'm gonna put the prices on the screen because I'm trying to make sure that I still have enough light to film here. I ain't got that much time. But let me know your thoughts on if you would get this dress or not. This is not something I'm gonna keep. It's super cute. It's something I would totally wear, but ain't nobody trying to have, like, I do have a group chat with my neighbors. I could be like, yo, can one of y'all come zip me up? But ain't nobody trying to go through that every time they trying to get dressed. If you live with someone that could easily zip you up, go in and let have. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, this dress might be the end of me. It's such a beautiful dress. I do not know why I put it on without unloosening the straps in the back, because now I'm like, how am I gonna get it off? Because the straps in the back, like, there's a knot in it now. And I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna get out of this? But this dress is from the brand Bardot. There are pockets in it, which we always love, a dress in the pocket. There's a side zip. If I could get the straps to unloose here, then this could, this could unloose. But I mean, it could very well be that this just won't zip on the side, which sometimes happens to me because I've got quite a wide back. You know, the back kind of wide. And sometimes dresses will fit me in the body, but you know, the back just be like, sometimes. This is such a pretty feminine dress. Like, if I can't figure out the straps, I will definitely get something similar to this, because this just feels so pretty. It's so easy. I would have loved a little bit of extra, like a half an inch of length on here. You know, just a little half an inch, maybe a different shoe might be. I only took out a few pairs of shoes because I was like, I still gotta finish putting together my closet, and I've got quite a lot of shoes in there. And I was like, so not these shoes, but a shoe shaped like them would be super cute with these. I have a pair of dainty heels that would look good with this, but they're not so easy on the feet. And these are some old shoes that I got from Dillard's, maybe last year or 2 years ago. This is a shame because this is so cute. If I could, before I'm done filming, if I can get, well, shoot, I might not be able to keep filming if I can't get this dress off. And I'm definitely gonna have to open this up somehow. If y'all can see how this is all in a knot, well.
2 hours later.
All right, crisis averted. I was able to loosen the straps in the back and get the side zipped. So this is like a super corset action going on. I don't know, this is cute. I will say, again, this is one of those type of dresses that got the nerve to tell you how much, you know, titty you're supposed to have to get into this dress. But, see, I want it to be looser, but also keep this up so that, you know, like my boob don't pop out. And this all could have been averted if I just untied the dress before I put it on. I don't know what made me think, in being lazy, I'm now creating more work for myself. But this is a cute dress. What do you guys think? I'll put the prices on the screen. Now, one thing it does, like if you're a pair and you want to, you know, emphasize your pair shape, keep in mind that once the corset like is flush on the body, these parts kind of stick out, so it can kind of overemphasize the hips, which if that's what you're trying to do, if it's not what you're trying to do, then don't do that. All right, it's crazy, but that dress was actually very easy to get out of. I'm back and I'm alive. All right, this one, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I feel like, you know, like I could do much better with a dress, but this is a very cute slip dress. It's mango. I got it at Macy's. They might also sell it on the mango site. Either way, I will link it in the description for you. I don't love, like if it had some ruching at the midsection area here, I probably would love it a little bit more. But like if I'm, you know, if I'm bloated, I just want to carb up for no reason. But like if I'm like, oh, if the waist is given, then it could, you know, carve out my shape a little bit more. I don't know, I ain't trying to do all of that, but it's a cute dress. I would say for an hourglasses, and if you're like, Danielle, how come you never do any of these how to balance your body for an hourglass videos? It's because an hourglass is already balanced, you lucky people, you. With your perfect hourglass shapes. So with a hourglass, your shoulder width and your hip width are about the same, and then you have a defined waist. Now, the other body shapes, typically you're balancing them to look more like an hourglass because an hourglass is even. All body shapes are good. All body shapes are amazing. There's not one that's better than others. I think once you get to appreciate your body shape and realizing what really looks amazing on you, because not everything is for everybody, but once you zero in on what's great for you, I feel like you'll learn to appreciate your body shape even more, you know, once you know how to dress it. And, you know, we talk all about that here on the channel or whatever. But yeah, an hourglass or a pear, I would say this is like bomb. I'm hourglass-ish, but you know, like my shoulders and my hips are about the same, but I kind of feel like my back is wide, but not wide enough for me to be an inverted triangle, you know? Because I've got the defined hips. One thing I will say, if you watch the pear outfit formulas for summer video, the slip dress is like perfect for a pear because with a pear, you are the shape. And a lot of times outfits that look, especially on the bottom part, it'll look shapeless on the hanger, but then when you put it on, it's like boom, because you know, as a pear, you are the shape. However, where the lines are here, this is definitely a personal preference kind of thing, but the lines that are on this dress, the way that they curve around the hip area could overemphasize the hips. If that's what you want to do, if that's not what you want to do, then don't do that. Anyway, this dress will be linked in the description box in case you want to buy it. It's there. Okay, this dress is super cute, but my God, was it almost impossible to get into. Ooh, there's a hidden zipper on the side that, first of all, was extremely well hidden. I was like, where is the zipper? This dress is so cute. Like, it's loose in areas where it's like, why is it loose there? And then tight in areas where it's like, why is it tight there? Which, you know, brings me back to the fact that I may have a wide back. But this is so cute. Like, oh my goodness, I love the shape of this dress. If you're gonna try this on, make sure you do so with no makeup on because it is kind of awkward to get into. But this is beautiful. I love the little cap sleeves. I love the tie. It does have a little bit of a drop waist, but where it ends, it kind of makes it look like a peplum on me, you know? This is pretty, and I love the color. I think I love the color. It's kind of dark in here. You guys are getting a brighter image than what's actually happening here in real life. This is very, very nice. And like it's tight here on the bodice, but then it's loose here so that like if you know, eat a little extra, I think this is an extra large. You could wear a bra with this. I wouldn't, just because like it's holding the girls in really well. I would probably do like fashion tape or something if you wanted a little extra coverage, but I think this is so cute. All right, so this is not meant to go together. I just kind of put it on so I would have something on. Although the silhouette of the two does look nice together, I don't love, like I love the idea of like a vest with like a midi skirt. I don't love this particular vest because it's like, it's not sitting on me the way I would want it to. It's like too big, but then if I got a smaller size, the smaller size would be too tight. You know, like I would need something to fit a little bit, fit a little bit better. But this skirt is kind of cute. I don't know if you guys can see, like, it's got like that corset detailing in there that's gonna help to snatch the waist. Something like this, I actually wouldn't wear these kind of shoes because what I would do, me myself personally, what I would do, and I don't even know if these are the shoe that I would do this with, but because this skirt is so like, I'm just an innocent girl from the countryside. Like, I feel like it needs like a super sexy shoe. This ain't the shoe. But it would have to be like a mule kind of shoe, like a real like funky shoe for me to wear this skirt. The skirt is cute. I can't see myself getting enough cost per wear out of it. And we're all about that cost per wear, but I do think that this is a cute skirt for someone who this is their style. I would wear this skirt with a bra top or a crop top because I feel like it's so dainty and like that I need to, add for my own personal style. I'm not saying that you guys have to do that, but for my own personal style, I would have to have something, to kind of like bring it up. Because if I ever come out with an outfit like this, y'all gonna need to check the back of my neck for a, you know, like a serial number, because they got me. Okay, but still, this is cute. This is your style. I'm just making jokes here. I think this is very cute. It's just that I'm not the person for this style, but the individual pieces will be linked in the description box. And let's quickly move on before we ain't got no light whatsoever. Now, this is definitely not something that I would wear together, but, you know, I needed to have some bottoms on for y'all to be able to see. But this denim corset top, is this a corset? I'd say more like a peplum top. It's from Zara. They have matching pants to go with it, which was sold out in my size, but I'm also kind of like, even if they had my size, me and Zara pants don't be seeing eye to eye with the length, right? Because as much as Zara is like, you think like runway, models, they be disrespectful as hell with them hem lengths on their pants. But I did order 2 pairs of pants that looked online to be like similar-ish, because I do like the look of like the matching pieces, but then, you know, I could wear them separately. But I like this top, I think. I do need some help to get it that one last little zip in the back. That's kind of what may make me send it back. Although, did I really try? There we go. Those little strings that be to hang the clothes be getting on my nerves. I don't know, when I first tried this on, maybe because the light is low in here, but when I tried this on with the lights on, now if I turn the light on for y'all, like you see how yellow and now you can't see me at all because the light is back here and it's got me backlit. But when I tried this on in the light, I love the way that this color looked on my skin, because this is one of those dark winter colors. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, click on this playlist here for the Choosing Your Best Colors series. I also have a lot of strapless tops, but this is so cool because I feel like this with like a pair of shorts would be super cute. I don't know. I have to think about whether I'm keeping this or not because I need to mull over the cost per wear. But, you know, if the cost per wear is gonna cost per wear for you, this will be linked in the description. And let me know your thoughts. Would you get it? You know, let me know your thoughts on all of the things in here. We got a few more things to go, depending on the lighting. But, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, again, this is not something, you know, the silhouette could be cute, but I think that these are too far off in like fabric and color to go together like that. But I don't know, what's really weird with some of these clothes is that like it'll be too loose and I'm like, okay, I don't like the way that it's, you know, like it's sitting on me, but I know if I size down that this size down would be too tight. So like there's like a lot of extra room and I feel like a top like this needs to be like, I mean, it's not gonna be, it shouldn't be so tight where you can't breathe, but I do think something like this should be a little bit more fitted on the body. But I just know, what size is this? I'm gonna assume it's an extra large because this is from Mango. I know if I got a large, it probably would be too tight. Well, actually, I don't know that for sure, but I just have a strong feeling that the large would be too tight. In my elderly years, I'm like a large and a half, you know? There was a time when I had a little bit more weight on me where I was straight up an extra large. But now a lot of times I'm in an extra large because I really need like a large and a half. Which if this was something I really, really loved, perhaps it would be something I would get tailored, but I don't know, I feel like the cost of the tailoring might have been more than what this cost. And for all of that, I might as well just go find one that fits me the way I want it to fit me. But it's still cute. I think I like these suiting kind of pieces that are out. Like there's a lot of like vests and cute little like vest 2 pieces with like shorts and skirts and pants and whatnot. I'm appreciating that. Would you get this? Let me know in the comments and it'll be linked with everything else. Okay, so I buttoned this wrong, but I'm like, wait a minute though. That's kind of cute. Like the little asymmetrical action going on. That is cute. Look at that. Anyway, let me button it the right way. All right, so this top is also Steve Madden. Okay, Steve Madden clothes. I like it. There's some like, you know, loose areas. Because I do like this, I might actually order the large and see how it fits. Because I do feel like there's like a little, like, you know, like something like this should fit a little bit closer to the body. This is cute. But now I gotta think, like, how often would I wear this? It's a halter, so, you know, the back is out, which is super cute. You know, sometimes I wind up in social situations where it's like something like this would, like, I'd be like, oh man, I wish I had something like that. Like, I'd be getting dressed thinking, oh man, I wish I had something like that. Like, this is, I think I will order the large and see how the large fits. If the large fits me a lot nicer, because like even, well, you know, that's meant to be a little baggy in the back, but I don't think it needs to be that baggy. But I think, and then like when I had it buttoned the other way before, I think that'll be cute. Almost forgot to show you this hat. Now, it's actually a visor, because if you got like a big head, or, you know, you got a lot of hair or something and you want to wear your hair up or wear like a ponytail, you know, like a high ponytail, you can with this hat. Now, I'm leaving the scarf on because I'm not quite sure if I want to keep it and I don't want to get any makeup on it, but it is very cute. And it's got like elastic in the back. All right, let me see if I can show you. There's the Velcro, and you can see it's a visor. I wish they gave like a little bit more, like, because, you know, some of us have big heads, okay? And we want to wear cute hats, but our heads are big. So this is really cute. You can keep the sun out of your face, but then you still, I don't know if I want to keep this because I already have so many straw hats, but I did have a visor one that I feel like looks kind of like, why did I buy that? I don't know, I might replace it with this one because this one is giving like classic diva vibes, but I'm gonna have to try this on again when I don't have makeup on to see how far I can push it down my head, you know? Because this is cute. And it's linked in the description. I think that's the last piece that this lighting will allow me to get in. And then the batteries, you know, kind of going on the camera and whatnot. But, you know, thanks for hanging out with me today. You know, today was a little hectic, a little, you know, oh my God, will we have the light? You know, I might look at this, you know, on the computer and be like, damn, the light's bad. But hopefully, you know, hopefully we got some good light up in here. Now, let me know in the comments, you know, what do you think of, you know, would you like to see some more try on hauls? Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm going on a summer break pretty soon, hopefully, because sometimes I say I'm going on a break and then I'll be like, oh my God, I want to film a video. But hopefully I'll be on a break at some point in July. I'm not quite sure where in the schedule this video is going to fit. Today is June 14th, Saturday, June 14th, and this video should be going out on the 22nd. Oh, so we only got maybe 2 more videos. I'm not quite sure. The next video might be a try on haul video because I'm going out shopping with my friend Gail. We're gonna actually hit Macy's in store. Actually, that'll be one of the next videos that you can click on to watch here. If you're a little early, then click on this video here, which is my playlist of dressing right for your body type, okay? Because all body types are amazing. You just gotta really know what works for you, and then you pay dust to what doesn't. You know what I mean? Because y'all cute, okay? Like, let me give y'all a kiss, all right? I'll see y'all next time.